I listened to an interview, a radio interview with an Amish girl from Shipshewana, Indiana. And as soon as I heard it, I knew that she and I could be friends, even though we came from two totally different worlds. And so I just wanted to write her story. And that is how Love Finds You in Charm came about.
The story is basically about a girl who's at a fork in the road. She is at a point in her life, she's a young Amish girl, she has to make a decision to do this, go this way or this way.
I try to fit in, Dad. To be like everyone else, I really do. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Different is nothing to be ashamed of, Em. You cannot be who you are not.
Everyone in life is faced at some point with those kinds of decisions, and I think anytime you can tell those stories, you're gonna reach a broad audience.
The adaptation of this book was very hard to make. The book is a little bit two stories. It's a story of an English girl and an Amish girl. And it's very big, and so we narrated it to the Amish girl and everybody supporting this Amish girl's story.
Look out!
These people from totally different worlds who find things in common, and they're both going through similar things. You know, one is Amish, one is not Amish, and they find this friendship because they're both sort of searching for who they're going to become.
High school, college, our parents, all of our friends, everyone kept saying how perfect we were together.
I get it. It's hard to argue and everyone thinks they know what's best for you.
I know, right?
I think I've read the script like 15, 16 times, and I kind of took something out of it each time that I was able to relate to, you know, because, I mean, everyone's thought process is it's always greener on the other side, you know, which is kind of the same way she is.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because I thought it would go away. But it hasn't, and I feel that it never will unless I do something about it.
So you're leaving?
Just for the fall, to help my cousin in Charm, and to have time to think.
I think it's a really good story. It's it's about family and about roots and about like wanting to, like having that itch to know more and explore more.
I so applaud people just doing what's best for themselves. It's so hard for all of us, you know, to stand in who you know you are against all odds.
Emma is a girl who's not quite satisfied. She really thinks there may be more out there for her. She comes to Charm to help her cousin, Lydia Ann.
In the original script, Emma went from Indiana to Charm, Ohio in a bus. And we had been to this town before, and we knew that there was a guy who collects full-size trains. So I said, well, if we can put her on a train, and because I'm doing The Notebook and Dr. Zhivago, that's gonna look a lot better than her on a bus. So, I mean, the trains can go 20 feet this way, 20 feet that way, or whatever. I look at that moment, and with Jamie's score, and with those images, it really makes it feel like she's going from this little tiny, sheltered, you know, in a bubble world, and she's going over the rainbow. She's Dorothy going over up to Oz, you know.
And while she's in Charm, she really discovers a lot about herself and about, you know, the person that she wants to become.
There's always just that sense of, I want more. And even when she comes to Charm and she meets Noah, I mean, he's just like the perfect man, but yet she's like, I think I want more. I want to see what else there is, you know?
I could show you around town if you'd like. Help you get a lay of the land.
Well, thank you, but I like to find my own way.
As you wish. Noah is a young Amish man who lives in Charm, and you sort of find out pretty quickly in the story that he's ventured outside of the Amish world and has decided that this is where he belongs.
Yeah, Amish life is hard.
Yeah, the location's amazing. We're kind of in, I want to say Amish country. It's pretty special. It's like I'd never experienced anything like this before, and I've definitely traveled the world as well.
And action.
Funny because when I flew in, it was pitch black and it was late at night. We got in here and I couldn't see anything because it was dark, and I woke up in the hotel and I was like, where am I?
The whole population of Charm, Ohio is 400 people. So it is very unusual. It's not by majority vote or anything. It's by everybody have to be pleased. If one says no to something, and it's a no.
I actually had one of my editors lives in this area, and she had a lot of connections here that I was able to talk to and to really run things by. They would read pieces of the manuscript as I wrote it, and let me know, yeah, this is you're on the right track, or this is definitely not something that Emma would do or that an Amish person would do.
So the farm in Walnut Creek, which is in the story, it's the Plank Farm. So the cheese auction, the axe competition, a big chunk of the movie, we were able to, point the camera that way, and then we go around the corner and there's another whole location that doesn't even look like the other location.
Oh! Yes. Let me know if you want me to cut.
Nope. The axe competition and the cheese auction, you can look at them in story-wise, and they can just be events that are, pushing the story. But they are metaphors. He is literally chopping wood to provide. He wins $200, and he's going to buy her cheese, and he's going to provide for her. And in comes City Guy to say, "Bye, I'll just open my wallet, and I will just blow you out of the water."
$200.
$200. And 225 and 225, so to the 225, 5 to the 225, 500.
And he wins, and you see it on
His
Noah's
face.
face. He leans back. He's like, "Why? I can't
be that
do
guy."
that." Yeah. Tiffany,
Yes.
if I can have you more here,
Great.
and if you are walking towards that door to the top of this.
Terry's incredible. He has a way of pulling things out of you and giving you new perspective. Like we'll say a line, and some directors will be like, why don't you try saying it like this? He never ever does that. Instead, he'll give us an example and say, when you're saying this line, really inside you're saying, I love you. And so with that in mind, you're able to go back and be like, okay, new perspective.
And the moments in the mirror can be, I'm really sick of this, and I really want to try this, right? Because she's really talking you into making your transformation.
Terry is so good at leading without dictating.
Good, let it settle. It is. That's the good stuff.
He doesn't ever get angry. He's so good at being open and comfortable and approachable, but still commanding respect.
It's not just an Amish love story. I mean, it's just a story of the heart and about trials and tribulations of growing up.
Although experiencing everything is great, sometimes the best things in life you don't realize are right in front of you.
I mean, I think that's the same way I approach all my books. I want things out there that I feel good recommending to my 94-year-old grandmother and, my 13-year-old cousin. And really, they can all relate to the journey that Emma goes on, no matter where they come from.